Have you noticed that when you go to post a reel, there's now a new feature called trial? Have you wondered what it's all about? If you have, you're not alone. Many content creators and social media managers are curious about this new feature, and today we're going to dive into exactly what it is and how it can help boost the performance of your reels. But before we get into it, hi, I'm Sue. I'm a brand strategist, creator, and social media coach. So let's get into it. Now, in this video, we're going to break down how the Instagram Reels algorithm works, what factors determine how your Reels perform, and why this new trial feature could be the new best friend you have been looking for on Instagram, because it helps you test the potential of your content before you even post. All right, now let's start with the Instagram Reels algorithm, what you need to know. So you've probably heard a lot about this Instagram algorithm. A lot of people have a love-hate relationship with it. But today we're going to understand what really affects how your reels get ranked or how your reels perform. Those views you see there, those numbers, it's not by chance, there is a reason. So the algorithm is not usually a secret, but it's always evolving, okay? So the CEO of Instagram recently shared some interesting insights about how reels are ranked. Like, he laid it on the table. So here's what he said. There are 3 factors that play a crucial role in how your video performs, okay? The first is average watch time. What is this? This is perhaps the most important factor, and it refers to how long people are watching your reel, ideally from the beginning to the end, from start to finish. So you have posted your 1 minute 30 seconds reel, okay? How many people have watched it from beginning to the end? What is the average? How long are people spending on your reel watching it? So Instagram measures how engaging your content is by the time people spend watching it. So if your video gets watched all the way, Instagram thinks, okay, this content is valuable. Let's share it to more people, right? So a quick tip here to increase your watch time, make sure that, the first few seconds are engaging. You want to hook your viewer from the get-go. So think about like a strong hook or an opening statement that, raises curiosity or it's controversial, so that people are hooked and want to stay on, so that they just don't swipe and proceed. So for instance, you could have visual hooks, the visual hooks. Try and keep people hooked in the first few seconds, all right? So this is average watch time, how long people spend on your video, okay? The second factor that determines how your reels perform is the likes per reach, all right? So reach is how many people are shown your video. So how many likes do you get compared to the number of people who have been shown your reel? So if your reel reaches 1,000 people, but only 10 of them liked it, this is considered by the algorithm to be very low engagement. But say 1,000 people are shown the same video and 500 people like it, that tells Instagram, yes, this is a good video, let's push it to more people. So this is another tip for your likes. Encourage people to like. I see this a lot with like on stories. Someone will tell people, please go and engage with my reels, please go like, So this is a call to action. You could even have it in your video where you ask people like if you found it helpful or funny or entertaining, Things like also using trending music could help your video be discoverable to new people who might find your video engaging, right? So if you jump on a trend or a challenge, people know this, so they'll most probably maybe relate with it, or it's more familiar, so it's easy to like or save, etc., right? So that is about likes per reach. Another metric that determines how your video performs. The next is sends per reach or shares per reach. Some of us call it shares or sends, okay? So this refers to how many times your reel is shared with other people, okay? You've probably sent someone a meme, a funny video or a motivational video. That is sends per the reach, okay? So the more your video gets sent to friends or is posted on stories, the more it's shared, the better for the Instagram algorithm. Sharing is an indicator that your content is valuable, meaning that people want to share it with other people, right? So for this metric, you want to create content that is shareable, okay? Could be educational, could be funny, could be inspiring, right? The kind of video or content that makes people say, okay, I need to send this to my friend, I need to send this to my colleague, right? So those are the 3 metrics or 3 factors that determine the performance of your reel. Now let's talk about reach, because we've talked about it in all these metrics. Reach is how many people see your content, how many people Instagram shows your content, right? So we have 2 types. In case you didn't know, we have 2 types. This was all said by the CEO. There are 2 types of reach. There's connected reach and unconnected reach. Now, connected reach, as you can sense, it's about connection. So these are your existing followers, your current audience, the audience you already have. Connected reach. So these are people who already know you, they love your content, maybe it's family, maybe it's people you've worked with. So when you post a reel, usually Instagram automatically shows it to them first, okay? Which means the more followers you have, of course, the better for your piece of content, because you have more people to interact with. But connected reach is not enough to grow your account, yeah? You just don't want to be posting content that only your own followers engage with, which happens a lot to a lot of us. So you need to be thinking about what kind of content can I create to reach people who don't follow me. And this is where unconnected reach comes in. So unconnected reach, in simple terms, is just new audiences, people who don't follow you, right? So this is when your content reaches people who have never seen your account before. In other words, it's like your ability to go viral, to be seen by a wide audience beyond the followers you already have. So sometimes you usually see someone has 2,000 followers but 20k views on a reel, and you ask yourself, where did these people come from? That is as a result of unconnected reach, okay? So when it comes to unconnected reach, this is like your ticket to expansion, to growth, and this is what you want. And maybe in your strategies, myself included, this is something I want to focus on. Yes, my connected reach is okay. There are people who know me, they engage. Sometimes they won't, but thinking about creating content that attracts unconnected reach is what you want, okay? So to increase this reach, you'll want to create content that appeals to a broader audience, okay? Let me give an example. Like for me, if I talk about people in my country, most likely other people in other countries, they don't know who these people are. So flop, it will only be enjoyed by people, say, in my country, right? So things like using trending sounds or participating in challenges, if you're into this kind of stuff, or tapping into universal themes like motivation, life hacks, education, standard, universal humor is also very big in this. This kind of content can really help your content be discovered by more people, the unconnected reach. Now, let's talk about the trial feature and we'll see how all these are connected. So this is a really, really game changer for Instagram, anyone who creates on Instagram, and this is why you should care. So this feature lets you test how a reel will perform with unconnected reach. Imagine that, guys. Instagram is like bringing the algorithm to closer home. It's letting you test. We've said unconnected reach is what we want. So we want to see, does our content appeal to a broader audience? So you can try, you can test before you share it with your followers, because your followers know you, they will engage. But what about unconnected reach? So this means that you can essentially test your content on a broader scale, to a broader audience, and see how well it does before you officially post it on the feed, right? So this is very, very big, especially for creators who want to break out to other audiences, to other dimensions, okay? So here is how it works. When you upload a reel, you can choose to enable the trial feature. Instagram will then show this video to a random selection of unconnected viewers, people who don't follow you. And based on the performance, remember the metrics, watch time, likes, and shares or sends, you will get insights into whether it's worth even sharing to your entire audience. Like, we stop wasting time. Like, Instagram is helping you excel. So what's great about this is that it allows you to get a better understanding of whether your content will resonate with a broader audience before you commit to a wider audience, okay, to launching further. So it will give you a small selection of connected people before it can tell you whether it's even going to go to like many people. It's like a sneak peek into the potential of the performance of your content. So how to use this trial feature effectively to make the most use of it? You can create like multiple versions of your content. You want to test. You want to test what is it that, yes, my current followers, my connected audience or reach, yes, they will enjoy this. I know they will like this. But what about people who don't follow me? So experiment. Like go to explore page. Look at in your niche. Try and, simulate or do the same kind of content. Follow the same format and test. See, okay, this one reached more unconnected reach. Like they engaged with it, this one did not, and make the necessary adjustments. So pay attention to the metrics, look at the watch time, how long people took to watch, look at the shares, did people send your content to anyone, comments, if any, the likes. Remember, likes is such a strong factor when it comes to metrics for your reels, so that you can know whether it's worth posting to your audience, right? So if you find a style that resonates or a topic, make that like a strong pillar of your content. Now, when you're targeting your audience, now we know we have two types of audiences. And when you're creating content, you want to ask yourself, who am I trying to reach with this video? This is amazing. Like, who am I? When I post this video, is it for connected reach or unconnected reach? Do these people know me the way my connected reach people know me? So if your goal is to engage with your existing followers, tailor your content towards things like those, like a giveaway. I don't even think I've ever seen a giveaway on the explore page. Never. I feel like that is for connected reach. So maybe it's a specific niche or topic or behind the scenes. Things like those are good for engaging your already existing audience because they know you. But if your goal is to attract new audiences, you need to create content that is highly shareable. So think about trends, think about like memes, emotional content that people want to forward to other people. Just think about universal content. And remember, watch time is king. So the more people watch your reel, the longer time, the more valuable Instagram thinks it is. So even if you're targeting new people, make sure that that content is packed with value and is also engaging from the start, right? So to recap, we've covered 3 main factors of how your reels perform. Average watch time, likes per reach, and the shares or the sends per reach. We've also talked about connected versus unconnected reach, right? And how important it is to create content that is for different audiences, and also to tap into this unconnected reach to grow your audience. And finally, we've explored this trial feature and how it's going to help you test whether the content is worth releasing it to your followers, and it gives you insights, right? So test the trial feature on your next few reels. Please try it out. I will do it myself. I need to break out into and reach more people. So try and test your reels in the next few ones you're going to post. Then focus on increasing the watch time by making sure your content is engaging. Remember, you can do a call to action, right? You can ask people like, comment, Then also create content that people want to share to maximize your unconnected reach, all right? So if you found this video helpful, please be sure to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions or if there's something you'd like me to dive deeper into next time. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please watch this next video here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.